Hello everybody, how you doing? So I'm a little bit late on my video. I was at work and was kind of iced on the last few days, but I got through watching the Crockett and Talarico debate, and it was probably one of the most very polite debates I ever saw. And they both had some good points. Like I say, Texas got two good Democratic Senate candidates running for the Senate, and some they have more in common than have that they don't. Um, Talarico has took PAC money for somebody trying to have casinos in Texas, and he said he did it for the school district. So the school district have kids, which is what the Texas law is supposed to do, provide money for the kids. Both of them believe in universal health care. Um, both of them believe in term limits for Supreme Court justices. Both of them believe in the code of ethics for Supreme Court justices. Talarico said he have to look at the documentation of the reasons for impeachment or expanded Supreme Court. Crockett does believe that Trump should be impeached and Supreme Court should be expanded. Both of them agree that ICE is out of control and that they're running rampant. I do believe both of them be good for Texas, either one that gets elected, and both of them are addressing issues. Like I said before, Crockett has more name recognition than than Talarico. But some of the things I want to cover, and I took notes, is Crockett believed Medicare for all and Talarico believed universal health care. Both of them believe health care should be a right, not a privilege. Um, they both believe that wages should go up. Um, they're both against, um, and here's what the funny is. While Talarico took some PAC money from a Texas group for casino gambling, he's against super PAC money, and so is she. Until to the debate, I didn't even know he took some PAC money. But a lot of people don't understand. A lot of PACs are tied with Israeli money. Israeli government donates to both political parties. And one thing Marjorie Taylor Greene was adamant about was not taking any money tied to Israel. Um, and that's kind of a normal thing. They both believe that billionaires should be taxed their fair share. And they both believe that some control should be placed on AI. I don't know enough about AI to really form an opinion, but I will say that anything electronic should have some kind of off switch. Um, Talarico mentioned that Texas run out of water. That they're building a plant for AI in Amarillo, and it's polluting the water. According to him, I don't know. This is what he said, but he did say that we're running out of water. Now I do know Texas is having some water problems. I do know that. Um, they both agree that the tariffs need to go and that the Texas ranchers and farmers are suffering a lot under the tariffs. Um, Talarico did make some comments about Ken Paxton being the most corrupt politician in the United States. I'm not going to agree or disagree because I want to remain objective. Now, in my Substack, I might make a comment of what I think of it, of his whole thing, but I do know this: the Republican candidates for Senate are not having a primary. Corwin stated he won't have a primary unless there's a runoff. Paxton is leading by 1% more than Corwin, like 27, 26. Wesley Hunt, I don't even think he hit 13%. Now, he hasn't even hit 20% yet. So this is going to come down between Corwin and Paxton. Neither one of them got an endorsement from Donald Trump. Neither one of them. Now, um, both of them agree that basic income should go up. And Jasmine Crockett even stated that she has name recognition. She did admit that her and Talarico served together in the Texas legislature. Talarico admitted they have more in common than they have not in common. Um, they did get some questions asked from union members in Texas. Ironically, and this is what I found funny about that was all the union members in Texas were member of federal unions. Not one person from the Texas Teachers Union was involved in any kind of local Texas unions. But then again, I don't know if Texas have any local unions that's not tied to federal level. As far as I know, all of them are. Um, they were polite. They were professional. Moderators did a great job of keeping the situation moving. They did go a little over time or something to finish the answer, which is understandable. Um, and both of them were right about something. Elections matter. They really do. So you need to get out there. Everybody need to get out there. Make sure you register to vote and vote for this November. Um, they did talk about ICE funding. She did say that they need to clean up ICE Act. Neither one of them said exactly defund ICE, but they said they need to address ICE funding and the fact that they're killing Americans. Um, and look, let's be honest about it. When you start hiring people without going through the normal checks and balances to see, make sure you're getting qualified people, you have this happen. They feel entitled and protected to shoot unarmed people. In 1 week, you murdered two people. I didn't say killed, I said murdered two people. And then in the process of that, you trying to make a narrative where they were guilty. Look, the first thing a lot of law enforcement say when they shoot somebody is they felt their life was in danger. That's the first statement every one of them make. Um, I did mention that they do believe the Supreme Court need to correct, and she wants to expand it. He has to look at it. They do need term. Both of them agree they need term limits. And let's be honest, you need term limits all the way around, not just the courts, for politicians too. When you spent 20, 30 years in the same seat, you really quit thinking about the people you're supposed to represent and more about the people that's putting the money in your pockets. I don't know if the money they have in their campaign coffers after a certain amount of time they can keep that money. I don't know. Um, I'm not sure. I don't think they can, but I'm not 100% sure either. Now, Jane Talarico does have a plan to reach out to black voters, and Jasmine Crockett has a plan to reach out to white voters. And right now, she is actually doing pretty good with white voters. I do think that her poll numbers are being manipulated because it seems like everybody tends to be going after her. Nobody's going after Talarico. To me, that tells somebody like me, like, okay, what are you scared of about her? Is it because she's not towing the line that you want? Now, Talarico, he's Harvard educated. He was a school teacher. He has been a Texas legislator. And he is pro-union, and so is she. Look, unions help create the pay scale that a lot of us get now. Because without unions, we wouldn't be making a living wage. And the key word is living wage. As far as I'm concerned, for most people, you need to be making at least $20 and up just to be able to afford basic necessities. If you're not making at least $20, then that means you're depending on overtime. The thing about overtime is not guaranteed with any job because as soon as they get enough staff, no, it's not. It's gone with. Um, as I said, I'm also watching Republicans, and my next video will be about the Republican candidates, more on them and what they're doing and what they're getting accomplished. and what they're trying to do. But right now, I haven't seen too much campaigning for the Republican candidates. Right now, I haven't been hearing much of them. I do know that Talarico and Crockett has came through Beaumont, Texas, but I don't think Carwin, Paxton, and Hunt came through Beaumont, Texas. But I'll keep you updated. Um, as always, if you like the video, subscribe to it. Also, you can I'm gonna post a new order on my Substack. And I do try to make the topics on my Substack and my YouTube channels entirely different. So you get a chance, um, look at my Substack under my name, Douglas Gregory. Also, you can send me an email from my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, I will answer it. I'll respond to every question you have. Okay, thank you, and have a good day.